Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Friday, December 12th, and we're still over a week away from any college football. I haven't put out any picks yet still. I have listed some leans. I did that yesterday. I'm probably going to talk about in the blog today, some of the point spreads and, where we are and if there's been any movement and things like that. I know that stuff has been real popular. Yesterday I talked about some of the leans and, my article was not too well received over at Bleacher Report by the Mississippi fans. Not that I'm not that surprised, and that's fine, but it's like, those guys are like, yeah, when you're wrong, you'll never admit it. But I think everybody here, we know that when I am wrong, I'm the first to admit it. And, if I am wrong in that one, then I'm wrong. It's not like I've never been wrong before. If I'm right, hey, I'm right most of the time, so we'll take that one too. But we know darn well that it's usually those type of people that leave those type of comments that after the game they rarely ever come back and say that I was right. Of course, we'll be hearing from them in droves if they were wrong. And it was nothing that happened over at this place. It was all over at the Bleacher. In any event, just wanted to talk about a few reader questions. Why not? We got a little bit of time. Two reader questions that I get. One. When do I lock in a particular team? I say you lock it in when you feel comfortable. We see a lot of line movement. We see a lot of volatility. A lot of times the games return back to the original point spread, so it's something to keep in mind, and it's definitely something to keep an eye on the way that things are moving. You can kind of see where things are at other places. If you look at different sites around the net, they'll show you odds at different places and show you comparisons, so you'll know where you are in good standings. You'll also know if it's moving one place one way or another as well, and those are just some good indications. Always if you're the favorite, you want to lay as least points as possible. If you're on the dog, you want to get the most points as possible. Not rocket science. The bulk of the people pick the favorites, though we do see instances where people are all over the dogs. We see flip-flop lines, especially on tight ones. Clemson, Nebraska has flip-flopped to make Clemson a favorite when they were an underdog. Buffalo is the underdog against Connecticut. They were 6.5. Now they're 4. So you see things like that. Same thing, with that Ole Miss Texas Tech game that we were talking about yesterday. That we're gonna just, at this point we're thinking all Texas Tech. Now that Graham Harrell wasn't invited to the Heisman Trophy presentation, you might want to make a little statement in that game as well. So we're really loving Texas Tech against Ole Miss. The other questions I've been getting, technical questions. I can't get this to work. I can't get that to work. If you guys have questions like that, email them to me, because we're gonna these are things that are gonna take a while. Technical work is expensive. I don't charge anything for my site at this point. I don't charge for anything. It's stuff that I, for the most part, if it's something that's minor, I'm gonna try and fix it myself, and that's gonna take time. If it's something major, I'm gonna have to outsource it and pay someone to do it, and it's not something that I'm thrilled about because I'm not making really anything on the site. So it's all coming right out of my pocket. So in any event, technical problems, email me. Don't post them out on the comment board, because they're just going to sit out there, and then people are just going to say, wow, Mitch, you're really inept. Well, you know what? I got news for you guys. I can't even text message on a cell phone. All I do is, what I do? I love college football. I write about college football. I have a blog about college football, and it's a community that I've created. It's been my vision. It hasn't been my technical expertise that has got this blog off the ground. So in any event, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We're a week away from Division I college football. We might have some Division II and Division III college football. I'll watch with you guys if you want. Have a great day. I'll see you in the chat room. I'll see you in the forum.